Man, I hate this. You guys hear that lag sometimes?
I don't hear a
Not
lag.
really. Yeah, I don't really hear lag, or I don't
You
hear
don't
it
even
so
hear.
much.
You don't even sound laggy.
You know that weird sound you get in Skype when it like skips,
Oh yeah, are you getting
Oh,
that?
like
like
the
the
static.
robot voice. I get it from you, Maher, a couple times.
Fuck. Okay. Well, I
Um,
hope. Naja, do you
it's
hear that on my side?
I don't. No, I don't.
Okay, so
it's
if one of you
it's
doesn't,
not bad.
Do I
that
look
means
way
this.
quieter than you guys though?
No,
No, I
No.
think it's okay.
Okay.
But I think
like
that's
it's not
fine because
bad.
the server's probably hearing it fine. We're just hearing it not great, and
Okay.
the server is where it's recording it. Okay, yeah, audience, hi.
Are we
In case you were
recording?
wondering what the hell we're talking about, we're actually trying a remote recording for the first time. This is a emergency measure due to the coronavirus outbreak. We have isolated ourselves, but want to give you an episode regardless. Yeah.
Hi
Are
guys.
you guys are you guys all bundled up? Have you been indoors a lot?
Yeah, pretty
Like
much.
the regular amount.
Which is all the time.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've been going
Yeah.
to work. I don't really have much of a choice in that. I don't have any paid sick leave right now. I don't even have health insurance because of I started a new job. So I'm trying to be careful. But yeah, right now if I miss work, I just miss work.
You don't isn't that like a California law, this paid sick leave thing, or is it just because you're like in a trial period or something?
Right, I'm in the first 3 months, so it kicks
Fucking
in
terrible
like a month
timing.
from
Yeah,
now.
Bob, you got to
Yeah,
be careful, man.
that is terrible timing. So we'll see. But
Yeah,
someone came in with the flu the other day, but it was
it's
another
just a
flu.
regular flu.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How many
you can't
people in
work
your
from home at
office?
all or anything.
No, I mean, I don't know. I guess I could technically try to work from home. I just need access to the network. Um, Maher, we can totally hear you vaping, by the way.
Oh, my
Yeah.
bad. Or one of us is vaping. Who knows?
Who knows who it is? I'm smoking regular cigarettes, folks.
You got an analog vape, Bob? Or no?
Exactly.
Maybe that's not the. Yeah, an organic vape, maybe. Yeah, yeah. I've been home a lot. Nijaz has been over. He's actually in LA. He's been
Well,
coming over to work.
you usually work from home, don't you?
Yeah, and Jane is working from home too now, effective like 2 days ago. They told whoever can work from home to work from home.
I mean, the
Naji,
main.
yeah,
Yeah, go ahead,
Yeah,
because
I mean, yeah, my
Naju's
schools are
not
closed.
working. Yeah.
you, your schools are closed? Oh yeah, huh? Yeah,
I
fuck.
think, yeah, statewide, pretty much everyone's closed.
All right. Well, this is the time to like write that play you've always wanted to write.
Or the musical, or I don't know, some piece orchestra, symphony
Yeah.
orchestra.
Yeah, no, not music as you're known to actually have experience and like know how to do, but something completely different, like a play. That's definitely the
Right.
one.
Um,
Yeah. What
yeah.
else
So
have you guys been up to?
are all public schools closed? Is that the deal?
Public schools, charter schools, private schools.
Man, I'm supposed to go to a show in a week. Podcast recording for How Did This Get Made? It's at the Largo at the Coronet. And
Don't go, Bob.
everything else is postponed, but that show isn't. I'm gonna go, man. I've paid for it and everything, and I've been wanting to see these guys forever.
They're
But
probably gonna end up canceling it.
yeah, I feel like
Honestly,
they're gonna postpone it, but I don't know why they haven't already. They postponed everything else around it.
yeah.
When is it, you said?
It's 21st.
So they
Yeah,
still got plenty of time. Well, maybe like a week to postpone it. Yeah.
yeah, I got less than a week.
Yeah. We actually played each other this week, Bob. I wanted to use the podcast to boast a
Yeah,
little
we
bit.
did, man, and I totally forgot. I didn't even notice it was you. I just saw it said L.A. Mail L.A. I didn't even look at the flag. But yes, good job, Maher. You did win.
I got my second betting victory. I think I beat you twice, both on bets. Basically, we got like the same number
Oh,
of questions right.
I thought this is the first time you beat me.
I don't know. Maybe it was the other way around. I'm not sure. But
Yeah,
anyway,
because I don't think because I've played you and Danny before, and I don't think either of you have beat me.
Okay, we'll have to go to the records for that.
Yeah.
But
Um,
it actually made betting easy knowing it was you, especially with those questions. I like almost felt like I knew which ones you would get or not.
yeah, well, it
But
actually made it better for me to not realize it was you
yeah,
because the one question I thought you were going to get for sure, you didn't get.
I actually can't believe I missed that, and I was so fucking stupid.
So the
Uh,
question was about the Spanish-American War and an expeditionary force of cavalrymen sent to Cuba.
Americans specifically, yeah. It didn't say Cuba; it just said Spanish-American War.
Okay.
Um, but I literally just read American like troops, Spanish War. What was the name or whatever? And I was like, oh fuck yeah, I know this. Bob's not gonna know that I know about like the Lincoln Brigade,
Hello.
and I put it because I was thinking of the Spanish Civil War, like way later in time. Didn't even go back to read the question and got it wrong. But yeah, I think I gave you 0 on that one because I was like, oh, Bob will know it,
Hello.
and you knew it even though I read the question wrong. Yeah, yeah. Military history stuff like that, Bob's gonna know a lot of, so doesn't matter. Yeah.
Bobber does love that.
Did you guys hear that?
I did. Oh wait, Bobber got disconnected. Pause it.
Fucking A. What the fuck is this? Yep, sorry, we're back on there right now. We had a little technical difficulty.
So the Lincoln Brigade, huh?
Yeah, I was
Which
thinking
is
it
a
was.
good pull.
Yeah, I was like, I know this, and I think Bob doesn't know that I know it, so I felt good about it, and I didn't even go back to read the question. And then
Yeah.
after I saw the answer, I was like, Rough Riders, what the fuck does that have to do with the Spanish Civil War? And then went back to read the question. I was like, oh my god, I didn't even read this question. Yeah, that was bad.
That happens to me a lot. That's a bad thing to do when you kind of don't read the question carefully because you think you know the answer. I've done that plenty of times.
Yeah,
So it's like negative pride points there.
yeah, I think
Where pride gets the best of you.
shame
Yeah.
points. I think.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Do you remember any of the other
Let me
questions?
see what else was on there. Let's see our matchup together.
Because I think I did pretty well.
Yeah,
But
we got all
you
the
did
same
better.
ones. That one you got, I didn't, and then I got the car one, which I was pretty sure you wouldn't get, and I bet
Yeah.
correctly. Yeah.
I don't know why you know that. I don't even know those companies are related to each other.
Yeah, they're actually like they have the same like I don't know, some kind of cooperative agreement or something. But I follow all like the Tesla Q stuff on Twitter, so like now I
Ah,
know all these like automobile industry things.
yeah. By the way, Mayor's a huge Elon Musk fanboy.
Oh yeah, totally. I think I've even like shat on him on this podcast before, so if people have been listening, they know that's not true. That MTV show I'd never heard of. Oh, by the way, we were
Oh,
talking
me
about the
neither.
automobile companies that Renault and Nissan are, had the same like CEO who recently got like arrested in Japan and had to flee. Supposedly he got on like got smuggled out on some like cargo ship in like a box or something. I think he went
Wait,
to
what
like
did he do?
like business crimes. I don't know.
Uh,
But supposedly, I think there was some like, let's say he wasn't. I think there was forces there where he wasn't totally welcome as like an outsider. As the CEO and head, someone running Nissan and Mitsubishi. As like a gaijin. I think there was some like forces against him to some extent, but I think
oh
the
yeah.
charges are probably somewhat accurate. I don't know.
I mean, sounds very Japanese.
But dude,
Um,
Naj, get this. There was a question about converting like a hexadecimal into like
oh yeah.
or converting a decimal number to hexadecimal, and it was also like the conversion was also the name of an album in 1987. And I was pretty sure Bob wasn't going to get that, but he got it. I was like, wow, that's pretty amazing.
Well, yeah. Well, where I got it from was so the question is the hexadecimal equivalent to the decimal number 2,989 spells the name of what hit album released in 1987.
And
So
like I had to like do a bunch of like multiplication and like division and like subtraction to like figure out like what the conversion was, and I was like, Bob's never going to know how this works.
yeah, and
But
I don't. But um, I I figured it's going to be something short. The name of an album that's short, and it's the '80s, so I went with Bad. Um, I thought Bad was released earlier, but I just kind of gave up on that. I thought, what else am I gonna put in there? I don't know any other albums
Yeah, though
from that
I know
time.
no other albums, just Bad.
Yeah,
I
just
didn't
that
even try
one
to
that I
think.
thought would be short like that. One word especially.
Yeah, I didn't even think about trying to guess from the album side, but I might have got it regardless because hexadecimal. Fun fact: it has the 10 digits, and it has the letters A through F. So
Hmm.
the entire album had to be made up of
Oh,
the
okay.
letters A, B, C, D, E, F, and
Okay, I
probably
didn't know
pretty
that.
short. So it was good.
So what's hexadecimal? 16?
16 based, yeah. So
That
10
makes
plus
sense.
6 letters. The first 6 letters, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, and the
Yeah,
other ones I think were relatively easy.
yeah.
Because
The
they
Raising Arizona one.
right, there was a question about the last name of the baby kidnapped in a 1987 movie. So even if I saw that was you, I think I would have bet almost the same, minus the Rough Riders. I would have probably given you less points on,
Yeah.
which would have hurt me in the end.
And I thought Noah Webster was probably pretty easy too.
Yeah, I think most people got that. So that was one of the easier matchups we had this season, actually.
Yeah, and it was unfortunately the two of us against each other. We probably both could have gotten wins or close to it if we were playing someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What about you won again on Wednesday, Bob?
oh yeah. So by the way, that was the same night we were doing pub trivia, and that's
Mhm.
why I didn't even look into it as closely as I usually do. That's why I didn't even notice I was playing
You
against
did
you,
it at
man.
night while you were out on your phone.
Yeah, but we did really well, man. These last couple of times, actually, there was a week in between, but these last two times Naju hasn't been there. We totally killed it and got
Yeah,
first place.
I didn't go 1 week. They got first, and then I went the next week, and we didn't place. And then I missed the third week, and they got first.
Yeah,
You're holding him back, Nudge.
yeah, we did really well. I mean, there were some questions that I had recognized from probably my Reddit browsing during the week. Um, but the last question was a really hard one, and nobody got it, and we were so far ahead that so we won. The question was actually interesting one. It was in 2016. What was the Billboard number one best-selling artist? And he gave us a lot of other clues with it, saying that Billboard counts each physical CD. So if it's a box set,
Oh,
each
wait,
CD counts.
what year?
2016.
Oh,
He
so I
also
thought,
basically told us the guy is whoever it is dead.
Michael Jackson, maybe? I don't know.
No,
Is that
no.
when he died, or maybe not? No.
I mean, he was dead before that, I think.
He
Uh,
said artist, single artist,
Oh,
yeah,
I would think yeah. It was
and it was
somebody
a
that
band.
had been dead at that point.
right. And I think we put Prince. He had died like that year, I think.
That would have been a good guess.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
that
know.
was
What
wrong.
else?
You have any ideas, Naju?
I don't know, fucking
XX
2016.
Tension.
Well, the box set thing was huge.
Right,
That was like the best clue.
but 2016.
I have no fucking idea.
It's a fucking Led Zeppelin.
No, so
Did
this
they
was
release them?
interesting.
Was there a big box set released at that time? I don't know.
There was a really big one.
Was it the
So
Beatles? Like
that's
the
why
long
nobody
thing?
got it. No, you guys don't know who it is.
Oh, let's say, it.
It was Mozart.
Oh, really?
There
Was
was
there
a
a
two.
really big box set
There
or
was a
something?
200 CD box set released in 2016.
And like 5 people bought it.
Yeah, so basically.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a good
You,
question.
you basically would have had to hear that. Well, you'd have
Right.
to remember that the back box set existed. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's some other interesting questions, but I can't really remember them right now. All right, so you guys want to hear about something interesting from a couple of episodes ago?
Yeah. Go for it.
Oh, you got a Bob talk.
Yes, I do. So we got Mr. Salmon P. Chase, who's on the $10,000 bill.
That's right. Yeah, I remember him.
So we were talking about like who is this guy? Why is he so important to be on that? So I'll read a little blurb from the beginning of Wikipedia. He was a U.S. politician and jurist who served as the sixth Chief Justice of the U.S. He was also governor of Ohio, a senator from Ohio, and the U.S. Secretary of Treasury. So he's therefore one of the few politicians, U.S. politicians, who served in all three branches of the federal
Wait,
government.
what? He was a judge?
He became Supreme Court justice.
He did really? Holy,
Yeah.
that
So, but
that guy has
before
quite a
that,
career, man.
yeah,
And
before
he was
that, he
a
was
senator,
governor and he was senator. Also,
and he
interestingly,
was
he was
Treasury Secretary. Wow.
right. He was also interestingly the an early um, Republican. He was in the Whig Party, and when that fell apart,
Oh,
he was one of the
this dude
founders
is
of the
old as fuck.
Republicans.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so he was in Lincoln's cabinet. He was the Treasury Secretary under Lincoln during the war.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
so he was in the Free Soil Party. He was an abolitionist. Um,
Mm, that's
I
good.
forget what else. Yeah, he was an anti-slavery champion. He was a radical Republican, or at least supported by them. So what was interesting about him and why he's on the money on the $10,000 bill
I would think it's
is
because he was Treasury
actually
Secretary.
right, but
He's like, I'm gonna put
specifically,
myself on this shit.
well, he actually did. Um, he actually was the one that
Really?
chose to
Oh
put
my
himself
god.
on. But so he served as Treasury Secretary of the Treasury in Lincoln's cabinet from 61 to 64 during the Civil War. In that period of crisis, there were two great
Did Bob just
changes
drop
in
out?
American policy. Can you hear
Sorry.
me?
Yeah, I couldn't hear you there for a second. What did he do?
So, first of all, he established a national banking system, and he was the first to issue paper currency.
Oh, really? They just had
So
coins before that?
I think they had other things. I'm not sure what the exact deal was.
Before that was, yeah.
So yeah, and he was also the one that pushed to put. He was the one who put "In God We Trust" on the currency.
Yeah.
Whereas before it was "In God Is Our Trust," he changed that to "In God We Trust."
I don't know if I understand the original sentence there. In
What?
God is our. Oh, like our trust is in God. Okay, I see.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
kind of Yodified a little.
So, do you want to know how he's related to J.P. Morgan Chase?
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that they made some bank named after him, maybe after he retired, and then it merged with J.P. Morgan's bank. Yeah.
Yes. So the Chase National Bank predecessor Chase Manhattan Bank, which is now J.P. Morgan Bank, was named in his honor, though he had no affiliation with it, financial or otherwise.
Oh, really? Oh, it was just named after him. Okay.
Right. Yep. So that's the story of Salmon Chase. So he seems like an interesting guy. He had a crazy career. He
That's
was
quite a resume, man. Yeah.
right. Yep. And he was an early Republican abolitionist and all of that. So
Yeah. So good for him. We stand Sam and P.
yeah, and they only printed that. That bill doesn't exist anymore. By the way, $10,000 bill. They took it out of commission a long time ago.
But what if you had one?
It was printed from 1928 to 46, so not really a long time.
Let's say like you're going through your like great grandmother's stuff or something, and you find one of those bills. Would like I don't know, would banks still accept it and cash you out?
I think at some point it's still legal tender.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. If not,
Yeah,
you could probably sell it like as memorabilia for almost as much if you still had one.
yeah, probably more. But yeah, I think when they take it out of circulation, it doesn't mean like if you have an old $100 bill. I think at
You
a
can
certain
still use
point,
it.
you might have to go through like the I don't know, the treasury itself to get it redeemed.
That would be an interesting like prank call. Let's call like the U.S. Treasury and say, "Hey, I have a Salmon P. Chase $10,000 bill. Is this still valid?"
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to prank call the federal government.
With just your fucking your smartphone,
Yeah.
traces it back to you and everything you own.
All right. So I have
Maher, did you move your mic or something? You're a lot quieter than you were.
yeah, you sound far away.
Yeah, I tilted it a little bit, but this is probably better now. Yeah.
Yep. So
Cool.
so when is St. Patrick's Day?
The 17th.
No, it's in a
Is
couple
that
of
right?
days. Nizda was gonna go to Chicago for like their parade or something, but he just canceled it.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
they
like,
go crazy in Chicago. They dye the river green and everything.
Yeah, he said he was excited to see that, but you know, health and wellness, better idea.
Health and wellness.
Um,
All right.
yeah.
So you guys want to
Oh,
jump
Bob, before
into
we
the
move
St.
on, there was
Patrick's Day thing?
I think Bob. Are you guys still
And I
there?
lost
Bob's
you.
still there.
yeah.
Why did he get all grayed out? Bob, can you say something?
Oh no, that's what happened last time. Got
Okay, so I'm gonna
disconnected.
stop. Yeah, right before you dropped out, I was gonna tell you about a show I was watching, Bob, um,
Yeah,
on Netflix. Have you heard of Babylon Berlin?
yeah.
Have you
I
watched it?
haven't seen it.
Oh,
No.
it's
How's it?
it's really good, man. So it's in German, and like I've watched two German shows on Netflix now, and they've both been really good. And they're also like you can see like the stylistic similarities, and it's like German people must really like dark, kind of brooding, like extremely complex stories in their TVs because they're both like that. But you would really like it for like historical reasons, man. So do you know
Yeah.
anything about it?
I've heard a little bit about it. I forget what it is. It's Weimar period.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like interwar period, and it's like super like noir and like, but it ties into like the social history and like political history of the country like really well during that period. They do a really good
Yeah,
job, and the storytelling is really great. So check that out when you can. And audience
yeah.
too.
We read this awesome book back in the day in college about that period and how especially the middle class was like split between their choice between like the socialists, the communists, and the fascists.
Hmm.
Um, and the way the guy presented it in the book too, because it was interesting because you don't hear that, and it was such a like it was like the main thing for people living in Germany at the time, where we don't really get that narrative now, um, because it's almost all like
The rise of the
I guess
Nazis, and that's it, or whatever.
yeah, exactly. But it was interesting where I remember the guy talking about how the working class they have their brotherhood, they have their party, and then the really rich, they have their thing going on, but like what does the middle class do? And that was really what fueled like the rise of the Nazis, that kind of fear and like being lost as middle class Germans.
Oh wow! Somebody wrote a.
Yeah,
This was somebody's book, like a nonfiction kind of thing.
yeah, yeah. It was a novel, took place in that period by somebody that lived during that period.
Uh,
I forget what the name is. I've never been able to find it.
oh, bummer.
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
think when I was watching it, and it was very good, and I like it quite a bit. I was thinking, oh, Bob would really like this show.
yeah.
So you should
Cool.
check it out. And
What's the
Najee
other
would like
German
it.
show?
The other one was Dark, which you would probably like too. Naj, you'd probably like it too. Um, a bit different, but really kind of stylistically similar in a way, man. They're both very. I mean, this show is literally called Dark, and it's very
Yeah,
like dark and like noiry, kind of like really complex, like storylines that's like really hard to juggle, but they pull it off pretty well. Um, yeah,
that's cool.
they're both good.
Um, well, one thing I did see, and this was actually a few weeks ago, was Parasite.
Oh, you saw it finally. Oh, cool.
Finally, Naj, were you able to watch it?
No, I didn't. I would try to watch it the next day, and then it was like
Naju.
there was like 30 minutes left on this purchase, and I was like,
No.
oh.
Yeah, because I had rented it on Amazon. I told Naju, hey man, make sure to
Oh,
watch it now. um, but I loved it. I mean, I really liked it. Like practically everything about it.
yeah,
Um,
it's really
I, I
good.
won't I won't spoil it. There was just one weird thing was like the very, very, very end of it, the kind of wrap up.
Fuck, I don't remember exactly what scene you're talking about, but I can imagine there was something weird about
Yeah,
it you didn't like.
I don't want. Well, it just seemed to kind of contradict like the rest of the story, and it might have been purposefully done.
You mean like a
Uh,
short little like Easter egg kind of thing, like at the very very end or something? Because I might have missed that. I don't know.
Not an Easter egg.
It
It
was
was just a
clear.
resolution of the story. It was more of an epilogue. Like
Okay, you'll have to tell me specifically because I might have
it was
forgotten
something.
exactly the order of how everything unfolded at the end, like the very very
It,
end. You know?
yeah, it was like literally like the last, like I don't know, probably less than a minute at the very end.
Okay.
It just seemed a little weird the way it did that because the rest of the movie was kind
Mm,
of stylistically and otherwise on point.
yeah.
But anyway, I really liked it. Naj and listeners, I would totally recommend it.
Yeah, no,
Cool.
it's definitely like I had like very little criticisms of that movie.
Yeah, no, the
It's
rest of
very
it,
good.
I mean, I thought everything was wonderful. And then, like I said, maybe it was done on purpose. That actually last moment, again, I don't want to talk about it because it might be a spoiler, but
Yeah.
there might have kind of been a point to it, but I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, I think I want to start watching some of his older stuff. Maybe I'll skip over Snowpiercer, but maybe go back to his like more Korean stuff.
Yeah, Snowpiercer was kind of lame, but what else did we talk about that he made? We might
Well,
have
he
talked
made
about
some net.
Okja or
He
something?
made like a Netflix
Yeah, he did Okja.
original,
Movie or
but
series?
it's like I think childlike
That's
or
Okja.
yeah,
Oh, it's
it's
like a
for children
children's
kind
movie.
of.
Oh, well, it might be worth it.
I don't know how much it is for children. I don't know because
It's like a
adults seem to like
CGI
it.
animated thing,
Oh, well, I'll give it a
I
shot. Maybe
think.
I don't know. I'll see.
Well, it's about a giant pig, right? Like some big ass pig. I'm pretty sure it's live action too, but the
Oh yeah,
that
maybe,
animal is like CGI.
Does that mean anything
It's
in
about a
Korean? Okja?
probably. I think it's just a name.
Uh,
so
Oh
just
no, yeah.
from
There's it's just the main character is a CGI. It's live action.
yeah.
it's like
So
Roger
just from
Rabbit or
like a
something.
preview, the story is that there's like this big pig creature and some girl like befriends him, and some like company wants to like basically kill it and eat it. So some kind of yeah.
What?
I think that's the main drive of the story.
Why eat it though?
I think they want to like
Yummy.
sell it for food. Yeah. Anyway, all right. We've been talking for a while. You guys want to jump into it?
All right, so our number one fan, Hallion from Twitter, sent us another series of 10 questions.
Hallion.
And I'll preface by saying that some of these are pretty crazy.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But
Well,
I
tell
just
them
like
the theme.
I guess St. Patrick's Day themed. We're recording this pretty close to said day, but it'll probably be released a little later.
Yeah.
But yeah, this Irish themed, I guess.
And I think
something has to
he's
do with
Irish or he lives in one of the Irelands. I'm not sure exactly, but
There's only one Ireland man.
yeah, one of the Irelands.
All right.
32 plus 6 equals 1, right? Or whatever the numbers are. I don't know.
There's one Ireland. The other one is occupied.
Yeah.
I'm not jump. Don't. I don't know anything, guys. I don't want our English listeners.
Yeah. We love all the people all over the world.
Yep.
Except for the people who rule over the English and the Northern Irish and so on, right?
Yeah, we're talking about the people, man, not our overlords.
Not the lizard overlords. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think he knows his Irish stuff since he has, I think, some kind of connection to it. I think his name is like, well, I don't want to say his name, but it's an Irish
Well, his
name.
first name is.
Well, yeah, you just said it, yeah. Which is
Yeah, but I mean, that's not gonna be identifiable.
Yeah.
It's just a common first name.
yeah. All right, so
Hey, I think I brought this up before. And so you guys said Liam as a name is not short for William.
I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like it is because I just looked it up right now. Boy's name of Irish origin, meaning resolute protection. Liam originated as a nickname for Iliam, Irish variation of William. So I was right.
Yeah,
I was right about that.
I never thought otherwise.
Well, because that makes it interesting because there's some names. William is one of those names that has so many variations.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that Liam is also one of them.
Yeah, no, they all just chopped off like the front of the name.
Yeah, William, Willie, Bill, Billy, Liam.
Oh yeah,
I guess
like
Robert does too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Robert has
You
Bert
mean all in
at the
English
end as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Bert could be like Albert too, I guess, right?
Yeah, I think so. I knew a guy named Robert and we called him Bert.
No. Most people go by Rob nowadays.
Bob.
Bob is kind
Bobby.
of died off.
All right, so we can't really pause this, can we?
Yeah, just
so
go muscle
we gonna
through
do
it.
it?
We'll just wait until Well, oh yeah, how are we gonna write
Meher,
stuff down? I
Meher
guess
will
we could.
edit it.
What about we'll just both GChat Naju our answers, Bob? How about that?
I was gonna write things down, but yeah, we can do that.
Just not in the group thread. Just GChat Naju directly. Your answer.
Right.
Y'all ready for this?
Da-na-na. Yep.
Question number 1 to both of you. Setting off from Newfoundland and landing in County Galway in 1919, name the aviators who completed the first non-stop flight across the Atlantic.
All right.
Aviators plural.
Aviators plural.
So you want two names?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know this. Sorry, Meher, I'm talking over the time. But I don't know the names.
I don't either, but I'll just guess.
Put some Irish names.
No, it's just that they landed in
yeah,
Ireland, Galway.
I mean, they could have been Americans of Irish descent, Meher.
Maybe. Here's my answer. I know it's wrong. They're literally.
Do I get to say it?
Bob, have you submitted anything?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I only wrote the two aviators I know that are like not even from that era, but a little bit later, I think even.
What did you write? Lindbergh and Earhart?
Yep, I sure did. Is that
well,
what you
Lindbergh
wrote?
was No, I wrote Jones and Watson. Just pick random names. I mean, Lindbergh was the first solo flight. We know that.
Across the Atlantic?
Yeah.
So those are both wrong. All four of those are wrong.
Yeah.
It is Alcock and Brown.
Oof, yeah, that's pretty tough. Yeah.
It's an interesting name, Alcock.
Yeah.
Brown.
It would probably be good to know. I can see that maybe popping up. Or maybe the other way, like where did they take off from and where did they land, or where did they land, etc.
Yeah, so Newfoundland to Galway it was?
Yeah.
County Galway.
Okay. Cool.
All right,
Hallion. It's a tough question, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, this is art. So for question number 2, I'm going to read it like he wrote it.
Okay.
Because it's really hard to understand.
Okay.
Okay.
Right,
is it written in an Irish accent?
I can't hear this writing properly. Okay, multiplying by 2, a short, usually humorous verse, and the common name for an evergreen oak tree, with Latin name Quercus suber. If speaking the answers, i.e. one is a homophone, to the above, what connects them to Ireland?
Okay.
All right, you got to read that again.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Multiplying by 2, a short, usually humorous verse, and the common name for an evergreen oak tree, with the Latin name Quercus suber. If speaking the answers, i.e. one is a homophone, to the above, what connects them to Ireland?
So is it asking for this one word?
It's asking for
2 words that are homophones?
It's asking for 3 words.
What?
Okay. 2 separate things and then another thing that connects them to Ireland?
So the question is what connects them to Ireland?
Yes, and there are 3 things that connect them to Ireland, but they're all the same thing.
Man.
They're the same type of thing.
Okay.
There's 3 of them, if that makes sense.
I think I got it, but let's see if Naju agrees or Hallion agrees.
Yeah. Did you write something?
You guys are going to have to be more specific than that.
Okay.
Oh, come on, what?
Yeah, you're going to have to be very specific.
Wait, no, okay.
Okay.
But I think the question is, what is their connection to Ireland?
One of them's
you want to
a
know the
humorous
specific
rhyme.
names.
One of them is a type of tree whose Latin name is something something.
Okay.
And then the other one is what?
Multiplying by 2.
Oh, oof. I see. There was a comma there.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I got 2 of them. Oh, I think I got the third one. Naj, do you see all three of them?
Yes, I got all three of Bob's answers.
Okay, give me a second. I gotta think of a third one.
I'm surprised
Okay.
you guys were able to understand that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
by-
Well,
what was it? A
apparently
type
I
of
didn't.
oak?
Evergreen oak tree. How do you say this, Bobber, in Latin? Quercus.
Quercus? I don't know. Well, I'm not Bob.
Yeah,
Quercus.
Quercus. Sounds like it's something like that.
Okay, those are my three guesses. The last one doesn't really make sense, but I typed it in.
So we both said they were counties.
Well, I said cities, but I guess they might also be counties.
I think they're counties, dude. Because Limerick's. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe Limerick's not a city.
Well, just so you both know, you both got it right. And
really,
Hallion says that they're cities.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, well, yeah, Dublin, is that a county? Well, it might be both a county and a city.
It is. It is both.
So I just kind of like ignored
and I guess they're all
multiplying
maybe
by
both.
2. But the thing was Limerick. I was like, okay.
So multiplying by 2 is Dublin.
Yeah, like
the
as a homophone.
Short verse, right,
is a Limerick.
Short verse is Limerick. And then the tree, we both said Cork, I
said
guess. Cork
mostly because Quercus sounds like cork, but I didn't know there was a tree called cork. Sense. So
yeah, that's where cork comes from, like for
really?
wine bottles.
Oh fuck, I didn't even know that. Well, there you go. If I knew that, I would have definitely written cork, but I didn't know that, and yet I still wrote it.
Cool. Sorry, Naja. What were you saying?
I don't remember. No, I think I finished what I was saying. I was just surprised you guys understood that.
Yeah, it took a while, especially when you said you need 3 of them, because I only heard 2 things.
Right, I should have said comma there.
Or like paused harder. I don't know. Okay.
Well, yeah, so soft.
And I thought he was asking for the connections between and not the actual names of all.
Right.
I guess it's the 3 things and the connection. Yeah.
All
right. So.
Okay. I guess Cork is a city as well, but I know it's a county.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Let's go.
1-1. Question number 3. Saint Patrick is patron saint of Ireland. Can you name 2 of the 3 patron saints of England, Scotland, or Wales?
Okay.
2 of the 3. Damn. I think we both know one of them for sure.
Yeah, I think we both know one of them. The other one, I'm just kind of guessing.
All right. You guys both submitted 2 answers. You both got St. George, and neither of you got St. Andrew for Scotland.
Yeah, there's a city, man. No, not a. There's a university,
dude. St. David for Wales.
St. David.
St. who? David.
Yeah.
Dude, there's St. Andrews is the name of like a university or a college town in fucking Scotland. I should remember that. I put James.
Well, let's say what we wrote.
I think that's like I put James. I know like one of their kings or multiple of their kings were named James. I thought maybe they were named after a saint. I don't know. What'd you put?
But I think James was also the king of. Well, I guess there have been more than one, but king of England as well.
Yeah, I think that was the first unified king or something. I don't know. I might.
Oh yeah. Okay.
What did you
put? Albin. I thought it was Albin or Albion.
Oh.
I feel like that might be a name for Wales itself.
I think it's a name for Britain, or for Great Britain, possibly.
Right.
So, not a bad guess. What was it? St. David? St. David for Wales? I don't think I've ever heard that connection, maybe. I don't know. I don't even know who St. David is.
I don't even know who that is. Yeah. Good question.
Yeah, that was good. I feel like I should have known that.
Yeah, St. Andrew, though. I feel like I should have known that.
Yeah.
All right. It's still 1-1. Question number 4. A Caribbean island whose capital is Plymouth and which was badly hit by a volcanic eruption in 1995. This island is sometimes called the Emerald Isle of the Caribbean due to the Irish ancestry of many of the inhabitants dating back to the 17th century.
Oh, man, I've definitely read literally the Wikipedia about this island, like in its entirety.
I have no idea.
I think I might have even brought it up on a previous episode of the podcast, talking about how I read this article and it was like kind of amazing. Basically, this volcano like erupted and like wiped out like half the island, and it's like uninhabitable. And this happened in like the 90s or something. But it's a very small place.
95.
Fuck. Okay. I think this might be it, but I'm not sure. I'm submitting.
I have no idea. All right, I said Aruba.
No, I don't think that's it.
What'd you put?
I put Montserrat. I know it's like an island there. I'm not sure if that's the one.
It is Montserrat.
All right.
Yes. Yeah, I read this article. I don't know how I ran into it. I think I read about it as an island, and I was like, "What the fuck is that? I've never heard of it." And then I read the whole Wikipedia article. Fucking half the island is uninhabitable. It's crazy. They had to like evacuate the capital, and nobody lives there anymore.
I wonder what it looks like now.
What do you mean? Just like if
Is it just still charred earth or what?
I don't know. I
Scorched
guess I
earth?
don't know. Can people? Maybe they moved them back, but I don't think they did. Yeah, maybe it's like just the shit's just got destroyed and they don't want to rebuild it. Yeah, I'm looking at it
Okay.
now, but
So this next question is it's very strange.
okay,
I don't think you guys are gonna like it, but here we go.
okay.
It is 2-1 Maher's lead. This is question number 5. The Hallion's daughter, good old Liam, is called Niamh. That's how you spell it. A fairly common name in Ireland. Can you pronounce it?
Man.
Niamh.
Yes.
Well, I'm getting extremely lucky right here, dude. This is actually a funny story, and this happened like I don't know, like a month ago, and then I brought it up like recently. But this is the name of one of my brother's coworkers from Ireland, and I know how to pronounce it, so
Okay.
kind of
I'll type it in.
kind of got lucky. If I remember it right, something like this. I'll just write how I would write it.
Yep. So you got it right, Maher.
What is
I
it?
guess it's something like Neve
Wait, did
with a V sound.
what did Bob put?
Nima.
Nima.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it just kind of blew my mind, and I think it blew Nujda's mind. That's why he was telling me, like, oh, this is how it's spelled. And I was like, oh, I guess MH is like a V sound in, like, the Irish orthography. And so if I go to Ireland, my people would pronounce my name like Ver or something.
Huh.
But I guess not. I
Interesting.
don't know.
Cool.
Yeah.
I've seen
Oh.
Neve before.
Is that a new
Nieve.
nickname we have for
Yeah,
Maher?
Ver.
There.
Yeah,
All right, 3-1.
It's really crazy. From what I remember from like the History of English podcast, basically like the British scribes, or maybe just like Southern Britain, like the English scribes and like the Irish scribes, basically were like disconnected enough from each other, and to some extent from like the French ones, where they basically came up with like 3 different ways to like adopt Latin script for their languages.
Huh.
And
That's
Ireland
a
was even more
huge jump.
isolated than the other ones, than like the English were from like the French. So they were just kind of like off in their own like monasteries somewhere, like coming up with like how to write shit, and that's what they came up with. But I tried to read the article about like what their orthography rules are. On man, it's like so insane. Like I gave up after like 5 minutes or something.
I wonder where else that comes up in Irish names or words.
Yeah, dude, like their H is like really like messes with a lot of stuff, and every vowel has like 2 versions, and it changes like the pronunciation of the consonant before based on which version of the vowel it is. It's like really complicated. Anyway, yeah.
All right. Question number 6. Maher has a 3-1 lead. Annie Moore, a 15-year-old Irish girl, was the first person to quote-unquote use this federally owned facility in 1892. It closed in 1954. What is it better known as?
Her name was
Or what
Annie
is it known
Moore.
as at all?
Her name was Annie Moore.
Annie.
Annie Moore was the.
Not anymore.
That's interesting. So I'm looking at the MH pronunciation in Irish.
Mhm.
So it looks like it's like Irish Gaelic. That's where it's used. Not really, I guess, English.
Yeah, for Irish Gaelic words, or how they spell their words and stuff. What does it say about it though?
So Scottish Gaelic has a is quite similar, but the spelling system is a little different. So there's a difference in the Irish Gaelic.
All right, I wrote my answer to Najee. I have no idea, but I kind of guessed
All right,
something.
Maher got his in,
I got mine.
and you guys have almost the same answer. Maher has Bobber's answer plus Immigration Center.
Oh, yeah. I
Right.
don't really know what the fuck to
I
call
think-
it.
Yeah.
You're both right. It's fine.
Oh, that was the right answer?
So,
That was the right
Ellis
answer.
Island.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Yeah, Ellis Island. Oh, my bad. I didn't say anything.
Yeah, that was
Yep.
a good question. I liked it because I had to actually think about it a little bit, and I was like, you know what? That makes about right sense.
Well, saying federally makes you think it's American.
Oh, that's right. I didn't even. That just kind of passed me by, and I was like, oh, it could be American, because I don't know a lot about Irish, government facilities really, especially like back in like 1900s, 1800s. I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
cool.
All right, so it's 4-2. Maher's lead.
Okay, where are we at?
Yep.
Question 7.
We're at question 7.
Okay.
Let's see if you can hang on to it. Question 7. A flat-bottomed boat, slang for a bet and the currency in Ireland pre-Euro, is what? A flat-bottomed boat, slang for a bet and the currency in Ireland pre-Euro is what?
Okay. I don't know. I'm just gonna guess because there's no way I'm gonna get this.
Yeah, I might need a second because I feel like I might.
And I'll give you 60 seconds. How about that?
All right.
Neve. It's funny on that Neve question. I Googled how to pronounce it. I was like, what?
Yeah. That came out really lucky for me. Sorry, Bob. Because I would have had no idea unless I had that conversation with my brother.
Did you say that was recently? Just this time?
It came up like when I was late January when I was in San Francisco, and then we brought it up again like somehow like this last weekend or something because Nishda's here.
All right. I have no idea. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Did you want to submit something?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Did Bob submit something funny?
You just know he just submitted the exact same thing you did.
No way.
Like 90 seconds ago.
I have no idea what I submitted even means. So tell him, what did we say?
That's why it was so funny. Sloop. I was like, what is that? And then Bobber types the same thing. I was like, what?
I think it's the name of some boat I've heard about. And it just sounded like
Yeah.
could mean those
It's
other
definitely a boat.
things. Yeah.
You guys are basically just the same fucking person.
Bob got sloopy seconds on that one.
All right, so sloop was the incorrect answer. The correct answer was punt.
Oh wow!
Huh.
Like punting.
I've never.
Yeah.
I've never. Oh my! I've never.
I've never heard that as a ship either.
Or a bet, but yeah, I guess it's Irish slang. But I'm sure they use punt in to mean kick in like Ireland too, or they do in England at least, I think. Don't they? Like for rugby.
Punting is boating in a punt. The punter generally propels the punt by pushing against the riverbed with a pole. So it's a small flat bottom boat, where the ones were kind of like a gondola where they push it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Interesting. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. 4-2 still. Maher's lead. Question number 8.
Okay.
Various origin stories, but one of the most common is that Stanton Delaplane, a travel writer for San Francisco Chronicle, introduced this drink to the United States after being served it in Shannon Airport, Ireland. It supposedly was developed by the head chef in a flying boat terminal nearby in the early 1940s to warm up disembarking passengers.
Okay.
What is it?
I've actually heard this before, and I have my answer.
That's my answer. I just went with the most obvious guess.
Yep.
We
Irish
both-
coffee is correct.
Okay.
Cool.
We both got that.
Yep.
I think that seals the win for me, right?
Nope.
No, he can tie it.
Oh god, why do I always keep I can't
It's premature
No,
celebration.
I literally made the same mistake last week. I thought the questions went up to 9 for some reason. Okay.
All right, it is 5-3.
Okay.
Bobber can tie if he 2-0s these next two. This is a hard question though. At least maybe Bobber can get it. Question 9. What film is missing? The Informer, 1936. The Grapes of Wrath, 1941. How Green Was My Valley, 1942. And Blank, 1953. Blank meaning you have to tell me the movie.
Jesus Christ. Well, I'm definitely not going to get this, but Bob might.
Yeah, I had a feeling that you wouldn't.
Yeah, I have no idea. 54, you said?
53. So 36, 41, 42, and 53.
Man, I wonder what these have to do with.
Like, I don't know how Grapes of Wrath has
Ireland.
anything to do with Ireland.
Yeah, I don't know if this has anything to do with Ireland. Oh, wait.
Did you miss
Maybe
a
it
clue?
does. No,
Okay.
I think it does.
Okay.
Or maybe it doesn't.
How Green Is My Valley, and what was the first one?
Grapes of Wrath.
The Informer.
Oh,
Grapes of Wrath was 41. Okay, no, I don't see a connection to Ireland. So just to make sure you guys aren't confused about
Okay.
that.
Man, I have no idea. I'm just gonna write in something. I don't even think the year is right on that one, or maybe it's not even close. I don't know.
this is tough.
Okay, so it's kind of had something to do with Ireland, I guess. The answer does, not the other movies. Nor
What?
the answer does, but not the other movies. And the category of movies that this is talking about doesn't really have much to do with Ireland, if that makes any sense.
Huh.
I had to read about it to make the connection, though.
Can't even think of what movies came out. 54.
53, man, 53.
53. This isn't even a 50s movie. I don't want to.
Just any 50s movies.
Okay. I said On the Waterfront. It's a 50s movie. I was going to put Lawrence of Arabia, but that's a 60s movie, and that has nothing to do with it. I'm trying to think. It's Henry Fonda was in Grapes of Wrath.
Maybe he's Irish. I don't know.
I don't know
I
anything
wrote
about.
Gone with the Wind. I don't even know if that's the right decade.
I think it came out earlier.
The movie is The Quiet Man.
Okay.
Fuck. I don't even know that movie.
Yeah, Gone with the Wind was 39.
Oh, way off. Okay.
The category of movies is John Ford Oscars,
Ah.
Oh,
That's
fuck.
cool.
and he
We
says
talked about John Ford
yeah,
previously.
exactly. That's what he said. He says, I think you guys
Yeah.
may have touched on John Ford in a previous episode.
Yeah, in one of the movies episodes.
So
what
the movie Quiet Man is like supposed to be some kind of John Ford's take on Irish society or something like that, but it's not like
explicit or whatever?
yeah, exactly.
Okay, I guess
Maybe
How Green Was My
maybe-
Valley and The Informer are also John Ford movies. Okay. Is that what you said? Sorry.
Yeah,
all
yeah,
of them were.
yeah. They're
Yeah.
his Oscar-winning movies. I guess
see.
he won 4.
What are the other
I guess
ones?
maybe like in Irish culture, that movie might be well known for that meaning.
Yeah, sure. That's
Yeah,
why, because
possibly.
for some reason I had a feeling that maybe I'd like read about this movie in the past or something. I was like, oh wait,
okay.
that is
Well,
the connection.
What were the other Oscar-winning movies by him? It doesn't say.
Those 3: The Informer, Grapes of Wrath, and How Green Was My Valley.
Oh, I thought there was one more.
The Quiet Man, which was the answer.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, those 4 were
I
the
see.
ones he won.
That was the category of the
Alright.
question.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, I think Elia Kazan did On the Waterfront. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You know when he got like a Lifetime Achievement Award, a bunch of people like stood up and turned around at like the Oscars or something?
Yeah, because he
He was an
named
informer.
names. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Last one.
All right, I guess it's out of now. It's officially out of Bob's hands.
Yep.
It's
Okay.
5-3.
5 points.
This one, I mean, someone's going to get the point because it's the closest to the answer. So, The Irishman.
Oh, okay.
The Irishman on Netflix. Quite long, but how long exactly? Closest. This is including Netflix titles, credits.
Okay.
Closest gets the point.
I actually didn't finish this movie.
What, hours, minutes? I guess minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, how many minutes can I multiply? Well, yeah. You can't stop me from multiplying.
Can you still though after all these years?
I don't know. Let's say.
Wait, you got to type it in.
Well, that's what he said. Let's say, and then he started typing.
I don't know. I think I multiplied correctly.
Oh shit! Are we doing prices right here?
Well, no, you didn't say
What did he
that.
say?
I would have put way
Yeah, no.
less.
1 minute.
Yeah.
Well, you're definitely under, Bob. Bobber put
Okay.
170. Maher put 225. And Maher wins. It is 209.
Wait.
Oh.
What? Okay. I mean,
170 is just under 3 hours. I remember it was over 3 hours.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
3 hours and 29 minutes.
okay, that's pretty
Uh-huh.
long. I thought
Yeah.
it would just be under 3 hours. So. Right.
Yeah.
This is a crapshoot
Cool.
question, but
Yeah. GG, guys.
All right. Good game.
GG, Bob. Thanks for hosting. And thanks shout out to
Hallion.
Hallion again. I thought the questions were pretty good. They were pretty tough.
Yeah.
But we got enough of them to make it a game, you know?
All cock.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, let us know how it turns out, Maher.
Yeah. All right. Sorry for the quality if it's bad, guys. All
Hey,
right,
well,
Julian.
then,
Hi,
that's the
Julian. Hi,
baby
Julian.
crying.
That's Julian screaming from on the other side of the door.
All
'Cause
right.
he finally figured out that I'm in
should,
here.
You should have Julian marry Neve.
What? Who? That's coworker. She's like our age.
No, I meant Hallion's daughter, but whatever.
Oh.
Because that was the premise of the question. It was that his daughter's
Oh
name.
shit! I forgot that. All right, guys. All right.
Cool. Good game.
Bye.
Bye,
All
guys.
right, later.